So we're now using Go routines and channels here, but of course previously we also had error handling. And I did now remove that. I removed that error return type because I mentioned that Go routines don't support return values. And that is indeed true, but we can of course use channels instead. We could, for example, in the process method, accept a second channel parameter that could be called error chan, but of course the name is up to you, which is of type chan, which should in the end transmit and send error values, because as mentioned, any value can be sent through a channel. Well, and with that, inside of this process method, inside of this if block here, for example, where we do have an error, we can simply send it into our error channel. And then thereafter, I'll still return so that this code doesn't execute. Because whilst the value returned is ignored when called as a Go routine, the return keyword, of course, in general still works as before and can, for example, be used to cancel the execution of this function, you could say. So that we send our error into the error channel and then we return. Now back in the main.go file, we just need a bunch of error channels and we then need to listen for values in these error channels. Therefore, I'll actually create a new slice of error chans where I have a bunch of errors being sent through channels. And the length should again be the number of tax rates we have here, because I'll have that many processes. And then we can also copy this code here to create new error channels on the fly. The type here is just important. And then, of course, pass the created error channel as a second argument to the process method. So with that, we also got this channel set up. The only problem we'll now have is that we can't really wait for the error channel. Because of course we could duplicate this for loop and go through all the error channels and then also use them here and here. But you will see that now the program won't work as expected. If I run it instead, it'll be stuck and eventually it'll crash. And it'll crash because we're essentially waiting for data to come back that's never sent. Because in most cases, the error channel won't be used. Because in most cases, we hopefully have no errors. And therefore, in the end, we need some way of either waiting for an error sent through the error channel or the done channel emitting a Boolean value, which tells us that everything works. And thankfully, Go offers a solution for this.